The sound of the Statlers this morning, just a couple of minutes before 8 o'clock. And we have a guest with us this morning, Barry Gordon from Gordon's Estate Services. Good morning, Barry.
Morning, Jack.
Looks like you're up nice and early, and you're wearing a funny hat this morning.
Yeah, well, I got a funny hat for Christmas, and it was fun. And,
puts you in a good mood, I think, with these chilly temperatures and crazy weather.
Yeah, that's right. We're waiting for winter to get over, but it's not over yet.
All right, I got a question for you now that you're here. Question. All right, now say, for example, that I've been appointed, I guess that's probably the proper word, appointed executor of someone's will, but I don't live in the same province as that person. Do I have a problem?
Well, it depends on who you are, but most people, I think, would have some extra stress and anxiety related to the fact that they're so far away from the estate and where things are and what they've got to deal with. So you're right. I mean, it can be a lot of extra burden trying to deal with that from far away, and even folks that live real close by, can be burdened by it a lot.
Yeah.
One of the things I wanted to just touch on this morning for a minute, Jack, was looking after yourself as power of attorney or estate trustee as well. The main goal all the time, of course, when you're acting as power of attorney, is to make sure that you're doing and giving the support that the person you have power of attorney for needs and requires. We've got a lot of elderly folks, of course, that are trying to deal with these things. They're making their decisions, and they're struggling through the hard issues and the emotional issues. And they've got loved ones that are powers of attorney. And the trap that a lot of folks run into is that the power of attorney gets sort of drawn into too much stuff, and they're not doing the things that are the most important, which is probably the emotional support, the decision-making support, the comforting and guiding, because they're getting drawn into too many errands and physical activities and things that are really dragging them down. So what I wanted to just liken it to was, when you get on an airplane and they tell you with the cabin depressurizes and the oxygen mask drops, put the oxygen mask on yourself first before the elderly person or the child beside you. Because if you're not healthy, you can't help them. And it's important that we recognize that the senior is the person with the rights, the senior is the person with ownership in many cases of whatever their assets are. But the person who's giving them the support has to be strong and healthy. And we suggest they do that by focusing on the things that only they can do. That emotional support, the love, the family support, and keep that family on track and together. And, we can help them look after the heavy lifting and giving them the information and answers that they need to stick handle through things.
And how do they get a hold of you?
They can get us easily online at gordonsestateservices.com or 613-542-0963.
Well, thank you, Barry Gordon from Gordon's Estate Services. Good advice.
Thanks for being here, Jack.
Yeah, thanks.
WLYK, Cape Vincent.